Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a video that I have never done before, a video that I never thought that I was gonna do before, a video I've specifically told people that I'm not doing a deck profile. But you know what? I made one exception. Anyway, I guess I should tell you the deck that it is, but you've probably seen the title. DraTOONS. So yes, yeah. Dragoon with tunes. I would be lying if I said I'm not building this deck just because I thought of the name like that. But also for this video, I kind of recruited help. Well, I shouldn't say kinda. I did recruit help. And after talking to London, I think it was exactly his ballpark. And when I say that, he is like the self-proclaimed jank deck person. So I guess that's what this deck would be. As much as I don't want it to be, that's what it is. So he's helping me. He helped me. He's so good. And how this video is gonna work is I'm gonna do my intro, my deck, like the idea I had, what I kind of thought, and I say deck because I really didn't flesh it out. And then it's going to be his introduction, his reaction, his reaction to my deck, and then what he did to definitely improve my deck, our deck, and then replays. He did some replays on his. I'm just going to be talking over the replays that he did. Yeah, the idea sounds silly, but it's kind of relevant because Dragoon just came out in the TCG. Duh. Everybody's talking about it. If you haven't heard about it, then you probably don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we're also getting the TOON reprints or some of the TOON reprints in the Dragons of Legend set, especially TOON Kingdom, you know, the one that we've all been waiting for. All as in me, because I'm probably the only person who even wants to use the deck, and I've been sitting on 2 secrets, but that's another story for another time. Okay, but I should say before I get started, London streams on Twitch. He has a YouTube channel, which I will always have everything linked down below where you can find him. Okay, this is my deck. I say deck. Looking at it, you can tell that it's not the most consistent thing. I was honestly still messing around at this point. I was just doing a lot of test hands trying to see what worked better, I guess. Okay, honestly, yeah, I could definitely summon Dragoon turn 1. I know I need to cut down some of the stuff, but like I said, I was just like hurrying up. Obviously, I didn't even finish the extra deck. Part of it was that I didn't know which tunes to run. Because I was thinking of having the one you could special summon. That's my first thought, and I just hadn't really got there yet, which actually you'll see in London's deck, he does that, so I'm glad that we kind of had the same train of thought. Because I feel like people hate Mermaid, which I don't understand why people hate Mermaid. I love her so much. So that's kind of why I didn't put her in this build. I'm like, everybody hates Mermaid. But I love her so much. In 2 decks, obviously. But anyway, you see the basic idea of the deck. Definitely Red Eyes tuned because Red Eyes Spirit, Insight Diffusion to Dragoon. Very complicated. But again, I'm just saying because I know your guys are gonna be like, oh, are you serious, Tracy? You're really gonna play a deck like that? No, this is just very, very bad baseline, okay? And trust me when I say it was worse, because I was trying out other things before. Like, stupid me was trying to play without Red Eyes Fusion. Like, I'm not even joking you. So, This is why we have London, okay? This is why we have London. So we'll let the pro jank take over.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr. Tag, or London Hargraves, if you saw me as a wrestler, because I was a wrestler for 7 years. So obviously I am doing a collab with TracycakezZ, and I'd like to thank her for this opportunity, because making and performing and editing and testing jank decks is what I do best. Before we get into that, I just thought I would, you know, obviously introduce myself a bit more properly for those who have never ever seen this face before. So I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2002, you know, when it came out and was a big thing. So I was a kid back then. I played for about 5 years, probably not consecutively. I think I played from I was buying packs from 2003, 2004, and then I would stop a little bit, and then I bought a couple of structure decks, and then I would play until 2007. And you know, I was in high school. I was near the end of high school actually in 2007, and then yeah, I just fell out of love with it. Then I found Duel Links in 2018. I played that a lot. I actually streamed Duel Links quite a bit until, well, this year actually. And yeah, then I got back into the TCG in about 2019. And here we are, trying to make a living off the YouTube with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever. Yeah, I'd obviously like to thank Tracy for this little collab. And let's see what kind of deck she's got in store for us today. So this is the deck that Tracy sent me. It is it's a jank deck. It is TOONS with Red Eyes Dragoon, or Dark Eye, or whatever it's called in the TCG. I actually can't remember. I just call it Dragoon. So it's a TOON Dragoon deck. It's very janky. This would not be a competitive deck by any sense of the imagination, but like we said, I love jank decks. I love trying to make things work as best they can. So this is Tracy's build. A few interesting choices. There are a few things I will change. Besides adding more stuff to the extra deck, I think that's a given. But there are a few really weird choices which I'm not a fan of. So I will make my edits. And then we'll come back and see what has changed. Okay, so this is my version of the TOON Dragoon deck. So there has been a few changes. Mostly I cut out the extra copies of Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon. We only need one of each because we're only going to be summoning Dragoon once. Because otherwise I feel it's just giant bricks that don't really do anything. We cut out a copy of Red Eyes Toon Dragon. We stuck in a TOON Dark Magician. We added the 3 really good dangers. We also added Apprentice Illusion Magician, Luna the Dark Spirit, since a lot of monsters in here are dark. We also added TOON Mermaid and TOON Harpy Lady. TOON Harpy Lady is already in the other deck, but TOON Mermaid because these are the ones that can special summon themselves from the hand when you control Toon World, or in this case Toon Kingdom. The other ones, you know, they can summon them normally, but they can't be special summoned, which is really, really odd. Then we also added O-Line and Jet Synchron because extra link plays means more summons for us. We also added Lure of Darkness because, again, most of these monsters are dark, so we can easily take advantage of that. Cut it down to 2 Red Eyes Fusion. We don't want to draw it, but at the same time we don't want to banish it with Toon Kingdom because otherwise you know, we lose what we're going for. So 2's all good. So we've got Toon Table of Contents at 3, Toon Bookmark at 3 as ways to search Toon Kingdom, Toon Page Flip at 3 because, again, getting an extra special summon again is always nice. And I'm being blinded because my cats are blinding me by opening the blinds. Only 1 Toon Kingdom because we can search it really well, so it's not very important that we actually have more than 1. Toon Bookmark provides us with protection. It loses to Cosmic Cyclone, but then none of our Toon monsters get destroyed because it's when Toon World gets destroyed. They get destroyed not when it leaves the field. And Upstart Golem for more draw power. So the extra deck, Dragoon, obviously. We kept the Link Reaver on Verde Anaconda, obviously. Also some other choices. We've got Tornado Dragon and Abyss Dweller as rank 4s, because there are quite a few level 4 monsters in this deck. Especially Abyss Dweller especially can be really useful if we can go into that and Dragoon going first. We can lock our opponent out of the graveyard and also then have like some negates on board. We have Avramax, Access Code, Appaloosa as our level Link 4s. The Blackluster Soldier and the Nightmare Unicorn as our Link 3s. Phoenix, Hulky Fibrax, Wee Witch, IP, and of course Verte as our Link 2s, and Link Spider, so we can make the O-Line token an actual monster, and Link Ribbo as our Link 1s. I've done a few test hands, and it looks like it's been doing pretty well. We can at least consistently get out enough monsters for Verde Anaconda to then go into what we want. But yeah, let's see how this goes in some real games.
Okay, now that we have heard from London, here are the replays. We've got 3 replays just so you can kind of see if you maybe want to play this really cool, not crazy at all deck. I don't even know how to tell you guys this with a straight face. Very, very relevant deck. Okay, so you know these replays go by very quickly, so I'm gonna try my best to tell you what's going on. I'm just gonna try my best, that's all that I can say. Without it sounding like too crazy, you know. Alright, so we're going first. Magician Souls, obviously, drop it. We're drawing, we just want to draw here. Obviously we want to draw. We're drawing again. Wants to reborn the TOON Dark Magician to discard and special summon TOON Red Eyes to special summon the TOON Harpy Lady, and then our favorite boy, Predaplant Verte, into the Dragoon. Obviously we're done right there, but that's pretty good for this deck, correct? They're playing penguins, so that's kind of cute. And then on our turn 2, we draw into O-Lion, so you know what that means. Here he comes, Hockey Fibrax. And then they said, no thanks, we don't want to deal with that. Alright, that was the first replay, so let's see if the other ones can be a little bit like that, okay? This is replay number 2. I actually went ahead and turned the sound effects off because I realized they were kind of being annoying. Okay, let's see what happens this time. And we're going first again, because why wouldn't we? We're always going first. Already before I start the replay, we open O-Lion, which is nuts because last time we drew into O-Lion, but we're not complaining. So here we go. So we have to TOON bookmark to search Kingdom. TOON Harpy Lady and TOON Mermaid are special summons, which is nice because then you can normal summon the O-Lion, and this time we're going to actually do the whole Hulk combo. That's so sad for our opponent. I'm so sorry. Not really. And we get our big boy Dragoon again. And that's it. I mean, this deck seemed to have more promise than Penguins, but they also said no thanks, we don't want any part of this. So they scooped. And here is the last replay. This time we didn't open O-Lion, but we have Jet Synchron, so we're gonna take advantage of that. So essentially what we're doing is, you know, comboing, just trying to get into Verte so we can get our fusion, so we can get Dragoon out first turn, so we at least have something on the board. Mermaids are going to be good in our hand, obviously, you know, discard fodder. So negate the field spell, but we're obviously not destroying that monster because he kind of wants to be destroyed. And again, go into Unicorn, and then this way we had 2 cards in our hand to discard to do negate in a return. Attack. At least this person's playing longer. They draw into something that nothing that they need, and they also scooped, so I'm sure everybody sees a lot of scooping with Dragoon. A lot. What did you think about I can't even say it with a straight face because I cannot believe that deck. Like when I put it, like when I had the idea in my head, I'm like, okay, this will like kind of work. So I was getting kind of frustrated building it because I'm like, what do I want to do? And you're probably like, Tracy, why are you getting frustrated? Look at that deck. You literally just have fusions and tuner combos, but that's all to London's big brain. But honestly, I didn't think that this deck would do this, I guess. Obviously we could get Dragoon out on the first turn with that little piece of crap that I put together. But that's pretty good, right? Probably secretly the reason I wanted to do this was because if you like this, then maybe there's a reason to use, you know, all the TOON cards that I know that you have that you're not using because you can't use them. And this meta, no, definitely not. And maybe you'll get your TOON Kingdom reprint around the corner. I have 2 secrets, which ideally I would like 3 secret rare TOON Kingdoms, but if I could get a purple or a green TOON Kingdom, then that would be fine. And hopefully you all get the reprint that you want in Dragons of Legend. Hopefully you got Dragoon, whether you pre-ordered it or just bought it or you pulled it. Even if you're not going to use it, I guess it's good to have it. And one more time, thank you to London. All of his info is going to be below. Honestly, without him, like, this deck wouldn't have been what it was, because you could see that we obviously had different ideas. I am one of those people who like playing with more than one Dragoon, but I know a lot of people don't do that. So, well, I think my playstyle is just completely different from everybody's anyway, because I'm a weirdo. but I can see why his is this way and why it works and why it's probably faster and better than anything I could have built. Obviously, my deck wouldn't have been finalized on what you saw, but I was just going for something totally different, you know? Well, this time in the comments below, why don't you just tell me what you thought of this deck? Like, I feel like I'm gonna get roasted so hard for even thinking of this idea, but I don't really care. If you know me, then you already know that I have tried to make a bunch of decks that you're like, Tracy, why are you even trying to put that together? All I have to say to that is it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And if I didn't try to do like silly fun decks like this, I would probably be so bored. Because everyone always talks about the meta. Obviously, you want to win. But I think if you've got the right rogue deck, and if it's fun, then I think that's way better than meta. But yeah, if you want to see more deck profiles, if you want to like work on me with one, we can do joint deck profiles. I don't really care. I think this is fun. And I'm surprised because I seriously told myself I'm never doing a deck profile, but now I'm like, actually, I kind of want to share these chaotic ideas with the world and then also have people help me. And we'll just bring you like a team effort into chaos, you know? If you do like it, go ahead and like this video, subscribe. I'm not sure when I'm doing another deck profile, probably when I have another crazy idea. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you, London, again. For real, go check out his socials. Everything's down below. He's very nice. He's funny. He's great at building these decks. So I don't know if he has any deck profiles on his own channel, which I probably should know. But if he does, you should definitely go check them out. I know he likes frogs. So if you like frogs, then I think y'all will get along.